Okay, if you're still with me, then you've already learned about your network a bit, as well as what makes a good network. It's open, diverse, and deep, and provides the right amount of resources. So now what? Like everything in life, be intentional. Small changes build up to huge benefits. There are 5 simple activities that I would recommend to improve your network. Now let me explain them to you while we talk about another senior leader that I had worked with a number of years ago. We'll call him Jim. And he was taking a new role leading up NASA's future of human spaceflight. He was a trained flight director, and the organization was asking him to take on a new role. Let's talk about activity number 1, defining your future goals. Okay, the first way to improve your network, be intentional. Make sure you know what your professional goals are so that you can build your professional network that supports them. In Jim's case, Jim's goals were to successfully start up a new program managing partnerships for human spaceflight. From his network, we can see that much of his connections were internally focused and geared towards his previous responsibilities. From here, we knew he needed to shift his focus to what NASA was asking him to do in the future. Activity number 2, cross a new boundary. Reach out to peers in different teams and divisions. In Jim's case, he needed to focus on building relationships with external partnerships. While he knew some of people in partnership organizations, he hadn't invested enough time to really know these key stakeholders. Activity number 3, make an introduction. In Jim's network, he was the long-standing bridge between 2 key teams. He controlled the information that passed between these teams and these 2 different groups. In this case, he decided that this would be a great way to build social capital by allowing one of his team members to manage that connection between the 2 teams. Now, in most cases, you don't need to be a broker of information between all of your groups. Look at your network. Where can you introduce connections within your network? Can you help others span boundaries? Activity number 4, strengthen a relationship. When Jim looked at his network, he realized that he had spent so much time strengthening his connection with the flight director at office that he hadn't built strong enough relationships with NASA's headquarters, who is a key stakeholder for his new role. Who in your network has somewhat fallen through the cracks? Or is there someone who should be in your network who isn't? If so, spend some time either strengthening these connections or ask others for an introduction. Activity number 5, transition a relationship. Relationships have an ebb and flow in them. Some need more time and energy, and some need to move into a dormant stage. To be clear, I am not recommending you cut somebody out of your life. I am recommending that you be intentional and focus on the relationships you need today and in the future for your own professional development. Through this process, some relationships will naturally transition out of your active circles. And that is okay. In fact, it's good for everyone involved. If you have built a deep relationship, that relationship will be there for years and years to come. But by allowing both parties to move on and focus on active relationships, it gives you time, energy, and space to continually evolve your network. If you've learned nothing else from this diagnostic, please remember that you are in charge of your network. It is not some cosmic accident. 40 years of scientific evidence has shown that intentional, specific actions can greatly improve your professional success. Build a network for your future self. Your past self has already had a chance. I'm Phil Wilburn. Be mindful, be kind, and always eat your vegetables.